It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. All that and more.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run once more with Edwards. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tui Pelotu, he got in there and met him behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the option, here's Edwards. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by one of a few North Dakota State alums at QB in the NFL, a 5th-rounder back in 2019, Easton Stick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a run...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. 3rd and 5. Stick looks to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 35 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 3rd and 4. More from L.A. in a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Returnable here for Davis. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Stick. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Stick looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
It's Eckler again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Jackson now.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Now it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got room at the 30, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball,
And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson going to run. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll get this to Eckler. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stick to throw once more. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Stick back to pass. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jackson on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson will throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll buy some time right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10, stick. Caught by Allen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Once more, here's Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Second and 10.
Off play action, it's stick.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now Jackson on second down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Aguilar in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Davis now to return it. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Stick looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pushes him over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This likely a must-have, third and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Zay Flowers from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. The leading, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Aguilar.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So it's a win here for the LA Chargers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.